esteemed guests, excellencies, honorable representatives, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the General Directorate of Defense Investments and Armaments, it's a distinct honor to welcome you at the first DEFEA Conference 2024, hosted by the International Defense and Security Exhibition DEFEA, under the auspices of the Hellenic Ministry of National Defense. In my view, this event, organized by DEFEA in cooperation with SECPI, is a golden opportunity to present positions and thoughts of the General Directorate regarding the next day of our country's defense industry, which is an integral part of the Hellenic Armed Forces. Today's event takes place amid developments in both geopolitics and armaments. The European Union has realized that the developments in the wider region of Eurasia cannot be addressed by Ferrero-Rocher diplomacy. As a result, the European bureaucracy has commenced to leverage its corporate, industrial, and scientific capital and resources in view of the raging Russian-Ukrainian war, the recent flare-up in the Middle East, and the hostilities between Armenia and Azerbaijan. Dictated by these developments and following a risk-wise approach, Greece actively pursued to secure the national and the European interests alike by forging a strategic defense agreement with France. In the same wavelengths, it's crucial to note Greece's strategic pivot to the Middle East by casting a solid defense relation with Israel. Yet, Greece's regional policy has built bridges with Arab states, providing training services to UAE in the premises of the Hellenic aerospace industry, and a full-crew Patriot battery to Saudi Arabia. Along with Greece's uphold of the operational lead to the European Union Aspides operation, this mirrors Greece's strategic balance on an area of strategic interest to European states. Except for this, we should not dismiss from mind the long-standing strategic relation between Greece and the United States of America, which, among other things, is reflected in the mutual defense cooperation agreement between the two countries. In recent years, there have been continuous and systematic efforts to develop the industry, which allow us to say that we have now entered a new special creative chapter. However, the road to maturation of the domestic defense ecosystem has been, is, and will be rough. At the same time, Europe's strategic posture changed this decade. We have a new reality at political and strategic level in the European Union. Over the past 7 years, defense and security has become a top priority on the European Union's political agenda. Within this framework, the domestic defense industry has managed to achieve some key development milestones. That is, in the year 2023, the Greek defense industry, mainly comprised of small-medium enterprises, played a leading role in the project of the European Defence Fund. The total participation of Greek small-medium enterprises in INDF 21 and 22 have been recorded as a number and as a quota in the first place among the member states. In terms of number, the Greek SMEs have contributed about 1 billion from EDF-related projects and 98 million from dual-use projects to the Greek national economy so far. In total, 71 million financed from European Union and 24 and something more million from Hellenic Ministry of National Defense. Except for EDF, both the newly released European Defense Industrial Strategy and the proposed European Defense Industry Program are bringing to the fore a new set of opportunities by enhancing the Union's defense industrial readiness. In addition to this, the NATO Innovation Fund and DIANA initiatives offer severe prospects that the Greek SMEs have not taken fully advantage of till now. In terms of participation in domestic armament programs, the domestic defense industry has successfully claimed significant participation and industrial involvement contrary to the past. For instance, Hellenic Aerospace Industries currently has a significant participation in the upgrade program of F-16 to the Viper version, as well as in C-130 transporter and Papa-3 maritime cooperation aircrafts. Further, Hellenic Defense Systems seems to be in the final stage of the resolution of chronic problems, exiting its deadlock through the acceleration of the procedure of pending domestic and multinational contracts, like Act in support of ammunition production with the partnership of Czech Republic. Furthermore, it's worth mentioning the renaissance of the shipbuilding industry, the consolidation of which is a painful story that has been languished for many years. Thanks to the efforts made from the government, a bill on the rescue of the Elefsina shipyards through private investment was passed in August 2022. Also, in cooperation with Ministry of Finance, the transfer of the assets of Skaramaga shipyards to the highest bidder of the relevant tender has been completed. In this context, the country's shipbuilding industry is ready to accommodate any modernization and shipbuilding program of the Hellenic Navy, along with the participation of other SMEs. In addition, the armament programs agreed with France have created many subcontracted opportunities for Greek companies, especially in the FDI frigate construction program. In this context, there has been considerable transfer of technology and subconstruction work to Greek companies. Having said that, it can be argued that the domestic defense industry has only scratched the surface of its true capabilities. Greece currently has the conditions that will allow it to rebirth in the defense sector and change its route. Taking all this into account, the recent initiative of the Minister of National Defense, Mr. Nikolaos Dendias, in the form of a draft law on military innovation titled Research, Development and Innovation in the Armed Forces, is now focusing on a strong and healthy development with strong extrovert characteristics from which both the armed forces and our country can benefit. This is a pivotal moment aligned with the Armed Forces Agenda 2030, emphasizing the integration of innovation by leveraging the Hellenic Center for Defense Innovation in order to implement an import substitution program and cultivate Greece's embryonic defense industry. In total, 2023 has been an exceptional transitional year for the armed forces and the Greek defense industry. The strategic goal of the General Directorate is to facilitate closer ties with the domestic defense industry in order to become functional, competitive, and above all extrovert, covering as much as possible the domestic needs and contributing to the development of the economy. Some of the key elements of the long-term growth of Greek defense companies are at last here. Along with the well-known ability of the Greek to innovate, there is now structured government planning, stable support, an economic environment that favors private initiative, and above all, substantial international collaboration. Geopolitical instability, multi-crisis and provocation, combined with Turkey's growing threat against the two states of Hellenism, have made it clear that the robust defense industry is a key pillar of Greece's deterrent strategic doctrine. Looking ahead, the Greek defense sector is committed to continue its journey of innovation and collaboration. Despite the challenges ahead, Greece is prepared to address today's security complexities through dedication to excellence, fostering innovation, and building strategic partnership. Today's conference is a significant window of opportunity for all the concerned parties to look into the prospects that can arise. Such synergies have the potential to boost EU autonomy, particularly within the European defense technological industry base. By harnessing intellectual resources and strategic expertise, Greece can contribute to cutting-edge technologies and innovation solutions, enhancing the competitiveness of the Greek defense sector and fortifying the broader European defense and security landscape. On these very grounds, we anticipate engaging in enlightening discussion and networking opportunities due to this event. May our collaborative endeavors result in 45 partnerships, improved capabilities, and ultimately contribute to the common security goals of our European community. Once more, I wish to extend a heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guests and sincere thanks to SECPI and DEFEA for their gracious hospitality. Your presence here emphasizes the significance of cooperation, and we are privileged to have you participating in commemorating innovation and strategic vision with the Greek defense industry. Thank you very much for your patience because of the time.